What is up, YouTube? What is up, family? We have another request. We got SABATON, Lady of the Dark. An animated story video. Okay.
It's 1964 in Belgrade, Yugoslavia. It's been 50 years since the start of World War I. Events are happening across the country, but here in Belgrade, at the Monument of Gratitude to France, a ceremony is taking place alongside French, British, and American dignitaries, many of whom have given service in a war that ended not 5 years earlier. The veterans, officers, and dignitaries are seated ready for the ceremony to begin. An old lady, dressed in a long black coat, shuffles towards the front and takes her place in the front row. The men stop talking about their exploits in the war, as curiosity gets the better of them. Who is this old lady dressed in black, sat in the middle of all these great men and heroes? Underneath her hat, the woman's eyes are like steel, but she allows herself a smile as the men's conversation turns to her. Eventually, with curiosity getting the better of him, an American officer leans in towards her and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, but who are you, and why are you here?" The old woman says nothing. She simply stands up and removes her coat. The dignitaries' mouths drop open in shock. This old lady has a chest full of medals like nothing they've ever seen before. Medals for bravery. The officer stammers, Excuse me, ma'am, I meant no offense. You have obviously shown your bravery on the battlefield. Can you tell me your story?" The old lady smiles, and her eyes appear younger as she says, "Well, gentlemen,
Gather round. Let me tell you of the times when women like me were not allowed to fight for our country and our freedom. But I did. Anyway.
That's awesome. Lady of the Dark. Wow.
In November 1914, Austro-Hungarian troops invaded Serbia. They have reached the Kolubara River. The elite Serbian Iron Regiment are one of many valiantly defending their homeland from the foreign invaders. The Iron Regiment's assault bomber squad of shock attack troops has a commander that's tough, battle-hardened, and a fierce fighter. Milunka Savic, a woman in
That's
a
her.
man's uniform, has proven again and again her bravery and determination. Her expertise with grenades makes her a match for any man, and she is both feared and respected. The Serbs are outnumbered and overwhelmed, and despite the pleas from her comrades, she decides to cross no man's land. Armed with a rifle and 3 bandoliers of grenades, she's determined to take the fight to the enemy.
Nice. That's awesome. She took her brother's place. Wow.
A place where she belongs.
Now you really pissed her off. Woo! What a video.
After the battle, the new commander of the Iron Regiment asked in front of the regiment, "Which soldier or non-commissioned officer deserves the highest military decoration of Serbia, the Order of the Star of Karađorđe, for their part in the Battle of Kolubara?" A cry went up among the men.
Milunka.
Milunka Savić. Milunka Savić. Milunka Savić. Milunka, the Lady of the Dark. Milunka was informed in hospital of the award. She quickly returned to the front lines. This was just the start of her career. Milunka Savić became the most decorated woman soldier in history, with medals from several nations for her bravery. Milunka Savić, Lady of the Dark, bomber of Kolubara, and the most decorated woman in history, finished her days living a quiet life in Serbia and passed away in 1973.
Hell of a story. That was awesome. I got teary-eyed. Ooh, that was powerful. Lady of the Dark. That's awesome. That was like the greatest story. You don't hear stories like that. You do not hear stories like that. I guess you know what, to be honest with you, this is probably the only story you're going to hear like this. I mean, come on. How many times have we heard anything even remotely close to this? I mean, yes, they participate. Yes, they do their duty. But to this extent? Oh, hell no. No. Crossing enemy lines, going ahead of your platoon, whatever. I mean, listen, what she did was more balls than any man could have ever did at that time. I mean, just grabbed this stuff, said, "I'm going." We're in trouble here. We either sit and defend and take many casualties, or we do something about it. It's not every day you're gonna see a woman say, "Oh hell yeah, I'm going. Give me my gun, give me some grenades, let's do this." Ooh boy, let me tell you, that alone, that's strength. I don't know. Ooh, I'm like, this. I'm taken back by this one. This is that's a hell of a. See, again, this is what I was talking about in the last video. You just, these are stories that you know how many people probably have no idea about this story, have no clue. I've never ever knew anything about this, but now I do. That's what's wonderful about all this. So that's what's wonderful about your requests, because I just learned something else. If anybody ever tells me ever in my life now, ain't no woman worth nothing on the battlefield. They're just good for, like, tending to the harmed, the ill, the sick, the damaged. They're good for that. They're good to serve and, serve food and all that bullshit that, the men propaganda that we think. I will say, You ever hear about the Lady of the Dark? Yeah, go Google her. And that'll shut them up right away. Because, my God, that was powerful. That was good. All right, guys. SABATON, Lady of the Dark. And a really well done animated story video. It's amazing, these videos. Sorry. Lose my voice. It's amazing, these videos that could be made by computers, isn't it? It was like watching a video game. Anyway, there you go, people. Another one down in the books. Take care. Peace out. Have a good night. Love me some SABATON. Best history teachers in the world.